Hello, it is 8:05. It's Monday, and it's time for ZoomDown. And on tonight's show, we see whether Teacup can become a Tetra. Standing in his way is one of our own. It's the very own Bradley Horrocks.
Evening.
And of course, who plays next is up to these two gentlemen. We have George doing the Lex tonight, and last minute stand-in, we have Fiona take home.
Hiya.
So we'll give Fiona a little minute to catch up, but so thanks very much for standing in last minute, Fiona. A few technical problems from Mouse, so George, looking forward to these.
Yeah, should be a good one tonight. It's looking good with who's in the waiting room as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, they're not quite in the waiting room. They were in the waiting room,
They were in the waiting room, then they got kicked out because
they're ready to come back into the waiting room. That's the thing. So thank you very much for joining us tonight. And we know there's an awful lot on. There's the snooker. If you're a Murphy fan, there's obviously no Selby fans be here, but yeah, we hope you're going to concentrate with us this big game tonight. You probably only miss one frame of the snooker, the speed Selby plays at anyway. So can't imagine his thinking time might be up tonight. Bradley, what do you think?
Well, I'm not a snooker
No
man,
comments?
so I'll just let you.
You're an awesome.
I'll just let you dig and just.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, had a big row with, well, not row, but had a big heated debate with Callum Todd earlier, who's obviously a big Selby fan. So that's how you call Callum Todd out, is diss Selby. So looking forward to continuing that argument with him someday. I'd definitely take him on all night. But yeah, the snooker's been good, but the ZoomDown's getting good as well, and we have our champion Thomas Cappleman 3 wins now.
Yeah,
How are you feeling?
Yeah, it was good.
Ready to take on Mr. Horrocks, the UK's third most famous Horrocks, I think. Isn't that right?
Yeah.
Who's number 2 then?
There's Jane, and who's the other one? Is it her mother?
That's what I can think of. Jane.
Is it her mother was a famous one as well? Is it?
I'm not googling famous people called Horrocks.
There's someone running for mayor in Greater Manchester with the surname Horrocks, and it's not me.
Is there? Well, there, that could be you, Bradley. That could be a political campaign. Vote for Horrocks. Yeah, there you go. Could be that when you're in your 40s now. That's when you're Silver Fox and all that. You could be a politician. So, are you looking forward to playing Mr. Thomas Cappleman tonight?
Yeah, I think me and Tom have a pretty close head-to-head, and so it's quite hard to call.
Two very good players, George. I tell you, very hard to split, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, I wouldn't like to be on this episode.
And of course, Mrs. Cappleman will be rooting for Bradley tonight, you'd think, won't she, as well? you would imagine, yeah. Hard to know that one. Tom?
Well,
She rooting for you or the other guy?
I've overtaken her, so it's too late.
It's too late.
Well,
Maybe that's why, but you should be rooting for Bradley now, you see. So
I've got the table up here for Tom and Ruth to possibly face each other in the quarterfinals. Tom would have to win this game, and we'd need another high-scoring 3-time winner or another Tetrachamp throughout the rest of the series.
So it's still possible then. It is
Still possible, yes.
Right, okay. Well, we'll see what happens. And I suppose the other piece of news is, Fiona, that Marcel Stelman died. Was it today or yesterday he died? We just got the news.
Yeah, well, I think
Yesterday, yeah.
Damo put
Yesterday.
it on actor this morning. So yeah.
Fair innings, 96 now. That's so most of us would be happy with that. But apparently he was a very sprightly man, said fit as a fiddle up till the end. So, and I suppose we have to thank him for bringing Countdown over all those years ago. When, I mean, I suppose 82. But was he Belgian or was he French? Anyone know? Did he popularize the game in France and then bring it over here? Or was it?
I believe.
Isn't that what it was first?
Yeah. Yeah, but I think without him, we wouldn't be doing this. So yeah.
He was Belgian. I thought he was Belgian. I did Google him this morning.
Yeah. So he popularized the game in France, and so that was Des Chiffres des Lettres or whatever first, and then brought the format here. So yeah, we have a lot to thank him for. And of course, Connor Travers would have memories of being handed the trophy from him when in the 30th birthday championship. Lots of people were commenting on that today. So a life well lived, you would like to think. A lot of us would like to have a life that well lived. So, are we all ready?
Yep, I'm ready. We've got a stat of the day if you want it. from
I do
Sweden.
indeed. We always like to start with the start of the day.
So between them, Cap and Bradley have been involved in 6 double century games on ZoomDown out of 11 appearances. And the last 3
Okay.
ZoomDown games have all been double centuries, and there's never been a run of 4 double centuries, either on
Oh,
ZoomDown or on televised countdown. So pressure's on, guys.
double century. That's Tom. That says that we've given you hard games as well, because your opponents are scoring plenty of points as well. There'd be no runaway victories.
Yeah, like both of the games on Thursday is just one round, different, everything else tied.
That's right. 28 out of 30 or something, wasn't there the other night? That's right, tied. So, well, we hope we get needing to a crucial tonight. That's the way we like it. So, right, the very best of luck to you, Tom, and to you, Bradley.
Yep, good luck, Bradley.
Thank you. Good luck.
We will take it away if everyone in the chat is ready. People have paused the snooker or whatever they've done with the snooker, turned it off.
End it off.
Turn it off. That's it. Right. Time for some zoom down.
Well, good
So,
luck, guys.
Mr. Cappleman, for Tetrachamp, it is your letters.
4 and 3, please.
4 and 3. Okay. LR. T and T. I. E. And O.
Vowel, please.
Another I.
And consonant.
The final M, and that's a zoom down. Tom.
7.
Hey, Bradley.
Yeah, 7-2.
Yours, please, Tom.
Triolet.
Triolet. Very nice. And Bradley.
I'll go Motley.
And Motley or crew. George.
Yep, Triolet's a nice one from Tom as well. A poem of 8 lines, typically 8 syllables each. And 7 was indeed the max there. The other overlay's not bleeding working, of course it's not.
Yeah, no, we
Yeah,
can see the
limiter,
overlay.
mottler, omitter, and relimit. The other one's in there.
Triolet. Okay, that's a
We
new
can
one
see
for
the
me.
overlay, George.
You can, but not the
Yeah,
other
we-
overlay.
Not the definitions. Yeah. Oh well, we'll give you a little
fix
while to
that.
get that working then.
I'll get that fixed. Don't you worry about that.
And you can be a mottler as well. That's an interesting one. A mottler.
Mottler is a brush
Mottler is the one I-
used for mottling by
Mottling
painters and
walls.
decorators.
Mm-hmm. Cool. All right. Good solid start. 7-all. And Bradley, your letters, please.
Let's have 3 vowels, please.
3 vowels. The old Elliot Miller selection. 3 vowels.
I did it first.
A. Oh, did you? Right. Copied you, did he? Okay.
Yeah.
A, U, and O. Got a Lancashire selection then, George.
3 consonants.
T, C, and N.
Consonant again, please.
Another T.
Vowel.
I.
And the final vowel.
And another I. And that's zoomed down. Okay. Bradley.
8.
Right, Tom.
8 as well.
Yours, please, Brad.
Citation.
Citation. Very nice.
Yep, citation needed.
Citation needed, indeed. We'll hand over to George for that citation. George.
Yep, nothing to offer me. For God's sake, why is it still not? Hang on. I will get it to work. Citation is the only 8, by the way. I will get these overlays to work in a minute.
Real American term of the citation.
There we go. Now it's working. Flip over to the other tab. There we are. Finally working. Citation, a quotation from or reference to a book, paper, author, etc., etc.
Yeah, okay. Very good. Citation. Very nice. 8 points all, or 8 points a piece. 15 all. And its numbers are ready, Tom.
Let's go 6 small.
Good man. Good man. Pirate play. Give Bradley what he wants, huh? This is it. We like this. Okay, your smalls are 1, 4, 5. Another 5, 9, and 10. They're in increasing order. And you target 3, 4, 1. So, Thomas.
Yep, 3, 4, 1.
And Bradley.
3, 4, 1 as well.
Cool. Your way, please, Tom.
4 times 10 minus 1.
4 times 10 and then minus 1, 39.
Times 9.
Times 9, 3, 5, 1.
And then subtract for 5s.
And take off the 2 5s. Okay, very interesting. 3, 4, 1. Good. Bradley.
10 times 9.
90.
Minus 5.
85.
Times that by 4.
340.
And add 1.
Another 1. Good few ways to get this one, George. Taking off the
Indeed,
9. Or
I did
taking
it a
off
different way
4.
myself. Yeah.
Yeah, I got 345 and took off 4. So
I made 34 times 10 add 1.
yeah, lots and lots of ways. All right, but we'll move on. 10 points. That's, 25 all. And it's going to be Bradley. Your next letters, please.
3 vowels again, please.
3 vowels, Lancashire. And they are A, O, and I.
And the 3 consonants.
S, P, and R.
Consonant again.
N for Norman.
Vowel, please.
U.
And a consonant.
And the final D. And let's zoom down. Okay, Bradley.
8.
Okay, Tom.
I'll try a 9.
Okay, your 8, please, Bradley.
Dinosaur.
Dinosaur. And this 9.
Prandius.
Prandius. Prandius, George.
Unfortunately, Tom, it's not in.
Prandius.
Unlucky.
Prandius.
Is there something like it?
There must be something if you're thinking it.
Well,
Oh,
Pandarus
when I
and
searched
stuff.
Prandius, Oxford English Dictionary says, "Did you mean brandies?" As in
Yes, he
brandies.
did.
So
Yes. Yes, he did.
I
Said
think they may have had an
of
influence.
brandies. Have you had brandies? It said. So, just 8s then. Dinosaur here too.
Yeah,
What other
dinosaur,
what else could they have had?
Padrinos, Pandors, Pajurans, Poniards, and Prunoids.
And prunoids. So, scrape that one from the memory, Tom.
Yeah.
Lucky. Okay, so Bradley takes the points. 33.
I was a bit worried there could be a 9, although I usually hope that they will jump out with selections like that.
Mm-hmm.
It did look quite niney.
Yeah. When you get those nice letters like that, where there's nothing weird in there, no J's, and you sort of think there must be. So, round 5. Tom, your letters.
4 and 3, please.
PH S and S E O and E
Consonant.
Q
And consonant, please.
no 9s this time, and the final V. Okay, Tom.
6.
Okay, Bradley.
Yeah, 6 as well.
Yours, please, Tom.
Shoves.
Shoves. Yeah. Bradley.
I have to test my camera abilities.
Shoves. Shoving match, George.
Yeah, solid 9 out of 10. Just a bit shaky, but good positioning, Bradley.
I can't help the shaking.
Whole lot of shaking going on. So, shoves. What else could they have had? Not a nice selection.
No, not nice at all. Just a couple more 6s in there with poshes, as in, to posh something up. And pivos as
to
well.
wear it, Brown.
And a pivo
Pivos.
is in Russia and some Eastern European countries beer made from hops and barley malt.
I thought it was an Aussie term for somebody who annoyed you. He's a pivo, mate. You peeve me. All right, it's very good. 6s. 31, 39. And it's numbers time again, Bradley.
I'm going to go too large, please.
Too large. Oh, God. There's some strange selections coming out tonight. But George, I don't know what to make of them so far. 8, 2, 1, and 3. 75 and 50. And you target. I'm sure it's a Peugeot. 607. Okay. So, Bradley.
Yeah, 6 or 7.
And Tom?
Yep.
Okay, Bradley, your way, please.
75 times 8.
600.
And then 3 times 2 add 1 for 7.
Equals 6 and the 1. Another 1. Okay, Tom?
And same method.
In the same way, yeah. Couldn't see anything fancier in there myself now. Any interesting ways in the chat, George? Anyone went?
Not really, no. Everyone's times by the 8.
Just gone straight for it, the easy way. Okay, so 10 points apiece on that one. 41 to 49. Suppose, right, we'll take a short break and ask, well, how are the chat doing? Have we many in, or have we lost a few to the snooker tonight? Because you would imagine it's a big event.
Yeah, we've got a good number in tonight, standard for a Monday.
How many people are on a split screen setup at the moment? They're keeping one eye on both, you would think, like George does with the football when United are playing. George, it's not a secret, like it's the worst kept secret. That was a question, wasn't it? As I say, it wasn't rhetorical.
Well, I don't know how many of them are watching it. I imagine a few of them are. They do have some snooker fans in tonight.
Any comments on the Marcel news?
There were a few on the Apto thread, I think. But...
Did anyone get to meet anyone else get to meet him apart from Connor that time, or anyone any memories of him? Fair old age.
I don't think any of us have. No. Maybe some of the chat do.
Yeah, well, that's interesting. Put it to them, I suppose. But hope everyone's enjoyed their bank holiday. So yeah, I couldn't remember whether you guys had it at the start of May or the end of May. But you get the start of May and the end of May. Is that right? Yeah. Someone was Matthew Brockwell was telling me that today, and because we only get the start of May, and then I think it's August. We get the first Monday in August, and you get the last Monday in August. So I think we beat you on that one because our weather's better. Early August bank holiday, start of August is usually better weather than the end of August. So. And then it's always back to school time. I always thought that was a strange time. Strange time to have a sort of bank holiday, Fiona.
Well, our schools here go back September. So.
What's that?
The schools here go back in September.
Is it not the very start of September, but or is it a bit after that?
Sort of first week,
yeah. I always thought that was just suppose maybe the last blast, but then you've them.
Yeah, well, it's good for if you've got kids and you've been working over the summer, you get to spend time with your kids before they go back to school.
I suppose. Yeah. But I hope we're in for a good summer. That you all had a mad day of weather today. We had it overnight, and then it was extremely windy today. Did you get any of that, Fiona?
Yeah, we had a lot of wind. One of our fence panels is down, so
right.
It was on its way anyway. So it's just kind of hurried up the replacement that's needed, I think.
Oh right, that's it. Did the job for you. I was going to hire a man to knock that down, but then the wind did it for me. Yeah, I painted. I had my patio all perfect, painted, whatever, and then got up today, and everything has swirled around the garden. It was literally it was like a cyclone. So it's kind of not undone my work, but it's kind of spoiled it a little. But I'll fix all of that tomorrow. But anyway, if there's no other crack with the chat, George, do they enjoy these?
A couple of them have said that they're watching snooker on in the background.
Okay. Well, I hope it's enjoyable. Right, we'll get on with this game then. 8-point game, and we're round 7. Thomas, your letters.
4 and 3, please.
4 and 3. And they are MR. C and N, I, A, and E.
Consonant.
S.
And consonant, please.
And the final, L. And let's zoom down. Tom.
8.
Okay, Bradley.
You 8.
Cool. Yours, please, Tom.
Reclaims.
Reclaims. Okay, Bradley.
Minerals.
And minerals, very nice. Car lines was the one I picked in that one. I don't know why, George. Just the first.
Either do I.
There's easier words, but I don't know why. That would have been the one I played. Yeah, car lines. I didn't see minerals or any of those.
Yeah, I saw car
miracle.
lines as well. It's funny that.
Yeah.
What
8
are
was max
car
in there.
lines? Just what it says on the.
Is a European plant that resembles the thistle.
That's not what it says on the tin, then, right?
No, it's
okay.
not.
Thought it was lines for your car, like Go Faster Stripes or something. It's an 80s thing, Bradley. Sure, Fiona, you had Go Faster Stripes at one point, did you not?
I did on my Fiesta.
Yeah. It was the thing. It made it look like it was going faster anyway. That was it. So a T for miscreant. That's what would have been that. Yeah. Any other consonants that would have given you a 9?
Screaming with G.
Oh, G. Yes,
Oh, nice.
yeah. Screaming. Probably a few, actually.
I know there was marker sign if you went for a vowel.
And memories.
Which vowel is that, George?
A for marker sign.
Marker sign, right. Marker sign. Okay. So what else could they have?
Yeah, just 8's in there. Cremains, meniscal, mescaline, minerals, miracles, mislearn, claimers.
Masculine, eh? Good. Chaotic and all that. Okay, so 8 points each. 49.57. Round 8. Bradley.
3 vowels.
3 vowels. A, E, and A.
And the 3 consonants.
B, R, and G.
Consonant.
T.
A vowel.
O.
And consonant, please.
And the final S. And that's zoomed down. Bradley.
I'll try a 9.
Okay, Tom.
9.
Okay, yours, Bradley.
Abrogates.
And the
Abrogates.
same.
Tom.
Yeah.
He's keen there. See that? Right, straight up. Straight up. Abrogates. Yeah. Well, Bradley, you sounded a little hesitant there, but you knew that was a 9, didn't you? So
I was 70%.
Yeah, 70. I'd say it was more than 70. Mm-hmm. Did you get it, Fiona?
Yeah, I got it. I thought, Bradley's picking for the double century here.
So a full house of 9s then. That's rare, isn't it? Where everyone on the call gets the 9. That's very good. So, abrogate.
Yep. To repeal or do away with in terms of law, or to evade a responsibility or duty.
Okay, very good. Well done. Abrogate. You can have adrogate as well. That's another one, isn't it? Similar.
And arrogate as well.
There's quite a few similar ones. So
with rogate, rogate,
yeah,
you can pretty much do anything. Okay, so 67, 75. Yeah, right? Yeah.
That's what I've got.
You have, Fiona?
Yeah.
67. And we're into round 9 already. It's back with the numbers, Mr. Cappleman.
Let's go 4 large.
4 large. Getting all of them tonight. Your 2 smalls are lucky sevens. And then your 4 large, 100, 75, 50, and 25. They're in reverse order tonight. And you target 4, 5, 1. So, how do we get on? 4, 5, 1, Tom?
Yep.
Okay, Bradley?
4, 5, 1.
Cool. Go for it, Tom.
100 plus 50.
150.
Times 75 over 25.
Okay. It's 450.
And then 7 over 7 is for 1.
Over 7, Mr. Bond. 4, 5, 1. Very good. Bradley?
Yeah, I did it totally different. 75 had 50.
1, 2, 5.
Times 100.
Times 100.
Divide 25 as well.
All right. Okay, for 500.
And then take off 7. Take off 7 times 7.
And 7 squared is 49. And take it off. Very elegant. We like that solution. That's a good one. George had a different way again, didn't you, George?
Yeah, I did 75 take 7 for 68, times that by 7 and take off the 25 for the neat solution.
It's a different way of making a 49, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, very good.
Yeah, essentially still making a 49, you're just going from a different point.
Good sums, lads. Very good. Enjoyed those. Very good. I like a few different ways like that. Because, I mean, that's what ZoomDown is. I mean, we're not like Countdown where we just sort of give we give what people have and then an interesting word. We give all the maxes and in numbers sometimes we give a few of the solutions. Well, I think it does help people's, I don't speak personally, but I think it helps people's games. Maybe people could say whether they think ZoomDown has helped their game or not. We don't know. Has it just been locked down and playing more apto, or has ZoomDown helped your game at all? So 77.85, yeah. All right.
Yep.
What are we? Round 10. Bradley, your next letters.
Revals again, please.
Revals. Come on. Here we go. I, A, and O. Then,
And 3 consonants.
which are very appropriate. T, C, and P.
And another consonant, please.
R.
And a vowel.
E.
And a vowel, please.
And the final U. Bradley.
8.
Okay, Tom.
8 as well.
Yours, please, Bradley.
Operatic.
Okay, Tom.
And operatic as well.
Okay, what are we doing with that final vowel then? That's what we're wondering.
I was hoping E for Picorite.
Ooh.
Very nice.
Ooh.
Never heard of that one.
That would have won you the round then. Well, there you go. That would have been
Yeah.
the right call then. If Tom never heard of it, I'd never heard of it.
How's that spelled?
I think Pecoraite.
Bang on.
Pecoriate. Is that what he said? Pecoriate.
It's
He
A
spelled
before
it the
I.
right way. So
It's like Pecorite. My best attempt.
Pecorite. Okay, Pecorite. Okay. New to me, George. I was on operatic, same as yourself, but there was another.
there was another. Just change the vowels around an operatic. You can have apparetic,
That's what I said. Operatic. Operatic. Yeah.
characterized by an irresolvable eternal contradiction or logical disjunction. The apparetic conflict of law and morality.
That's one for the linguists there. I think that they might understand that definition more than us. All right, so 8 points apiece without the drama.
I think that's one of those where you can see something like outprice and convince yourself it's a word.
I was convincing myself it was a word, but thankfully it's operatic. So yeah. 85.93, isn't that right? Yeah.
That's what I've got, yep.
Cool. Round 11. Tom.
4-3, please.
Okay. DS. DN. E. A. And A.
Consonant.
Z.
And a vowel, please.
And the final. Oh, and that's zoomed down. Tom.
7.
Okay, Bradley.
7 as well.
Yours, please, Tom.
Ozanas.
Okay, Bradley.
Same word.
George got it too. I'm the only one. I didn't get that. Fiona, did you get that?
No, I didn't get that one. I was on dozens.
Yeah, I was on Sadden. And yeah, words like that. So the only 7, George?
The only 7. I think we've had it on ZoomDown before. I think Fred might have gotten it on one of his episodes.
Yeah, it rings a bell, yeah. What's it mean?
Very nice one. An ulcer of the nose, especially when accompanied by a fetid discharge.
Oh, Jose does. So you pronounce the N like a D then. Jose does. You're got blocked nose. So we should
say long definition there.
We should say happy birthday to Taz Nimrana tonight. It's her birthday, so happy birthday, Taz.
Happy birthday, Taz.
She's having a nice having a nice relaxing birthday, watching a bit of ZoomDown. Thank you very much. That's good. It's good to hear. So I hope you're enjoying the show tonight. So good 7s, lads. $92 to 100. We're heading for that double century. So records are there to be broken, aren't they? So round 12. Bradley, final letters for you.
That time already. 3 vowels, please.
It sure flies, doesn't it? A, I, and E. Have all your ones started with an A as well? I think they have.
And the 3 consonants.
N, B, and D.
And another consonant.
M.
And a vowel.
O.
And a consonant.
And a final X. Okay, Bradley.
7.
Okay, Tom.
7 as well.
Yours, please, Bradley.
Inboxed.
Inboxed. Okay, very nice. Tom.
Abdomen.
And abdomen is mine. Inboxed. Yeah, I'd never be sure about those ones, Bradley. Or George. Never
Yeah,
be sure.
same. It's a good 7.
Yeah, inboxed.
They got the 2 more common words in the selection there.
So how would you use inbox? So you inboxed me? In other words, you sent me a mail?
I will double check for you. I imagine so.
Interchangeable, I think.
Inbox is a verb to send a private message or an email to someone.
Just say I inboxed you then. Remember,
Yeah.
You've got mail. Nice. Okay.
Yeah, 7 was the max there. Dioxane, domain, and oxamide. You got the 3 in there.
And
That's
we've
one of
got
the
another
box I
stat
might
from Stephen
have.
if we've got time,
Of course we
Go
do.
on.
which is TCAP's had 6 appearances on ZoomDown. All 6 of his opponents have scored over 100.
Good
TCAP.
You must pick nice letters then. There you go. That's it as well. As well as having good opponents, yeah. I think that's more the order of the day. So. Oxamine, George, is one I think I've played Oxamine and things like that. It's one of those. Oxamine's not in, is it? It's always with the D. I think.
Yeah, no oxamine.
No. I think I've played that quite a few times to my detriment. So, all right, good 7s, guys. The weather seems to be kicking off a bit outside again. The storm is. Well, so 99 to 107. And it's final letters. Tom.
Final 4 and 3, please.
Okay, JH. F. And T. E. I. And A.
Consonant.
R.
And vowel, please.
And a final E. And let's zoom down. Okay, so Tom.
7.
Okay, Bradley.
7 as well.
Okay, yours please, Tom.
30.
30, yes, good Scottish word. Bradley.
Feather.
And feather, very nice. Heftier was mine, the opposite of a feather, I suppose. Heftier.
Yeah, good spots all around there. A 30 is Scottish informal term for a coward or timid person. And
You're
along
happy with
Paul's,
the yeah, that's right, yeah.
yeah, you can have feardy as well. And along with Paul's heftier, there's one other ear in there with heatier. Typically in Chinese medicine, denoting to or related to something that is warming, stimulating, or energizing to the body.
Sounds very Chinese English, that, doesn't it? He's here. Yeah, not sure how I feel about that one. That's not a favourite, but okay, so 7s all round. And we have that double century. 106 to 114.
And that's the 4th one.
There we go. We have a record, so 2 rounds to go. Bradley, 8 points ahead, and you have the numbers.
Oh, I have no idea what to do here.
Just pick random choice then.
No, I have to back myself, so let's have 6 more.
All right, okay. And your numbers are 1, 7, and 4. 10, 4, and another 1. Let's hope it's not huge. And the target 908. Okay, so Bradley 908.
910.
Okay, Tom.
Yep, 910.
Okay, your way, Bradley.
Right, 4 minus 1
Mm-hmm.
is 3 times 4
Yeah.
is 12, add 1, 13.
Mm-hmm.
And then times 7 times 10.
7 times 10 for 910. Tom.
Same method.
Same method. That's the way I did it as well. And I was going to say George. No, it was Stephen Hawking did that one. So George, the best they could have done.
Best they could have done, and the only way they could have done it.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Although that's pretty unsurprising with the 2 1s.
Yeah, it was getting that 7, just keeping the 7 and getting a 13, wasn't it? Really, with the others. So that was as good as you could have done. So 7 points, and we're heading for a crucial. So I know at least 3 people would be interested in this conundrum, George. at least 3.
Myself, yourself, Fiona. Oh, you meant the people in the waiting room.
You did, yes. 113 to 121, isn't that it?
That's what I've got. Yep.
Cool.
Great scores.
Great. Cracking game, guys. Cracking game indeed. So I'm going to switch off, and George will guide you through the process. Bradley probably doesn't need it.
Can you explain it, George? I'm a bit unsure.
Yes.
Well, as Bradley says on every other episode of ZoomDown, but for anyone new who's watching, just say buzz when you've got the answer, and then I was about to say Tom will come to you for your answer. No, he won't. Paul will come to you for his answer.
Good luck, Patty.
Best of luck.
It's the top one in the chat. Hey, guys.
Yeah, I've got it, yeah. And I should say, the result of this, the outcome of this, there will be people, as I say, people looking on, anxiously wondering, will I get to go on ZoomDown tonight? So, well, it all depends on this. So, very, very best of luck, gentlemen. As we reveal today's crucial ZoomDown conundrum. It's Fox them both.
Labouress.
It is, Tom. It is indeed.
Oh.
A little late.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Did it come to you after the 30 seconds, or were you?
Yeah, I'm 35.
Right,
Oh.
so you weren't toying with it.
I don't know, like it was the last thing I tried.
Oh,
Really unlucky. Really
very unlucky indeed. It was a hard one, I have to say. It's not a common word, is it? A labouress, really? But
It's a ridiculous
what's the
word.
definition, George?
A labouress, I will look it up. Well done to those in the chat who got it. It's a female worker or labourer.
I didn't want to say that just in case it wasn't. So, but yeah, I guessed it earlier, but it took me about a minute to get it. So,
Yeah. Well,
you were 25 seconds quicker than I was, Tom. Put it that way. So earlier.
And it means my hunt for a ZoomDown conundrum still continues.
Have you not got one yet? Was Bradley was the same, I think, wasn't he? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which meant that being 8 behind this time rather than 8 ahead in the last 2 games. That actually doesn't work.
So you were on 352, so 465. 465, which is very, very, very good score. Very, very good score. One short of where Connor Travers was, I think, Series 1. So very, very, very good scores indeed. Where does that put him in the table?
Puts him at the top of the 3-time winners in 5th place.
Okay, right. Very interesting, isn't it? It's been an interesting table this year. So, well done, Bradley.
Yeah, well
I think-
done, Bradley.
Thanks. I mean, it was obviously tense because it was a crucial, but I haven't. Was I on for Max? I don't.
Yes.
I don't miss.
Oh, were you?
Yeah,
Didn't he-
and I just. I had all this in my mind, and I couldn't solve it. But
Didn't
it was a
even
tough one.
think, Bradley. We didn't want to do the Clive Everton on the snooker
Oh no.
and the
Oh, unlucky there then.
curse.
I really enjoyed that game.
Yeah.
That was good. So did we. I hope our chat did as well. So, you should be expecting to see your new player. So, commiserations to the other two new players who would have been playing. You will get your chance very, very, very soon. So you're top of that list. So, but we will be expecting.
In the meantime, I'll give another stat from Stephen. Tom's opponents scored 453 points between them, beating the previous record of 405 held by Bradley.
That's going on to beat.
You have the control of the waiting room, then I think, Fiona, don't you?
Well,
If
if
you-
I do it, it'll show for everybody. So I'll make you a co-host.
Okay. Is it enabled? No, he's the wrong one. Wrong person that entered it. Sorry to that first person who entered. No.
We've also smashed the records for drawn rounds with 54
Wow.
during Tom's run.
So Bradley, you will face Matthew Brockwell. Welcome back to ZoomDown, Matthew.
Hello.
Did you enjoy that game?
That was a dramatic finish. I
It was. Did you get it?
Yeah, I got it because I've been doing lots of Ascension recently, and there were lots of like these S words, strange S.
Yeah.
Coming up.
There's Pauper S and things like that as well. I remember a few of them as well. Yeah. Oh well. So Bradley, have you played Matthew before?
Well, you know what? This is strange because in the ATP last night, I had TCAP in the first round and won, and then I had Matthew in the second round and I lost that one. So we'll see if it follows the same pattern.
That's funny. Funny that narrative escaped us. Well, no, it didn't actually. So yeah, we have little birdies everywhere, Bradley, as you know. So
It escaped me. I had no clue.
That was 3 second rounds, though. Shall we do that?
Yeah.
That could
Yeah,
run
great.
3 seconds. All right.
Or
Okay.
can you speed your music up? Is that possible?
This is the anti-sell me rule, is it? Yeah. Everyone's on a shot clock tonight of 3 seconds. We'll have no gamesmanship here now. So, very best of luck to you. As well, we'll get your names on the board. I suppose that would help.
I seem to have screwed up my overlay somehow.
Yeah, I'm going to head off now. Thanks all.
TCAP, always a pleasure. Always a pleasure. Say hi to your missus for us.
I'll do.
We'll
See you soon.
See you soon.
See you back. Cheers, man. So, Brah. And Matthew. 1 T, isn't it?
No, 2 T's.
2 T's. Yeah, it's hard to know. Yeah,
I think most Matthews are 2 T's.
I think
Yeah.
so. Yeah, no, I think so. And then, of course, yeah. There we go. Down the side, that'll do. For these long names, I could have put Bra over a good bit. I get that, but yeah, it'll do. So, right. Well, very best of luck to you guys.
Thank you. Yeah. Good luck, Bradley.
Good luck.
Now it's going to be Bradley as champion. Your prerogative.
Okay, let's stick with the plan. 3 vowels.
3 vowels, and it's not an A this time. It's O, U, and E. C.
I
L.
scrolled my screen. That's what's gone wrong. Sorry, I couldn't work out why
Yeah,
my
that's what
overlays
happens.
had gone wrong.
That's what happens when you touch that page at all. They go like that.
I don't even need to ask for the constant, do I?
No, I've already done them.
Oh yeah.
No, it's I'm doing it every time. So
Elaine Page, we know you so well. Come on.
right, one more consonant, please.
F.
Vowel, please.
I.
And a consonant.
And a final S. Okay, Bradley.
7.
Okay, Matthew.
7, I think.
Yours, please, Bradley.
Coldies.
Coldies.
Mhm.
Okay, Matthew.
And sulfide.
And sulfide. So what's coldies? Is that an Aussie term for a beer?
It is, yeah.
Yeah, Caldies, mate.
You're doing my job for me, Paul.
Is it okay? That's
It's
good.
exactly an Aussie term for a beer. Specifically a chilled one.
Yeah, the Aussie words are kind of telegraphed, but aren't they? Like you can spot them a mile away. So well, I was thinking. What was I thinking of? Cloudies. Like the
I had that written down by
cloudies, but yeah.
Yeah.
Tempted. I would have been tempted to go for it, and I have to say.
I'll just double check it after it says no, but I will double check. No cloudies.
Mm-hmm.
Cloudy only in as an adjective.
And sluiced would have been my other one, I suppose.
Yes, sluiced is in a few of the sevens, defocus and focused, dulcose and fucoids.
Dulcose. What's that? So that's something sweet. Is it dulcose?
Again, you're right, Paul. It's an alt on dulcitol, which is a sweet-tasting crystalline alcohol which occurs in various plants.
Cool. My old Latin's paying off. You see, George, there you go. That's it. I used to love my etymology. We had a great Latin teacher who basically didn't teach you any Latin. He just sort of gave you the Latin and then sort of gave you the English sort of derivations and the etymology of it, which I really like that. It was good. But there's no kind of rote learning Latin like your uncle did and all that. You know, I remember my uncle. I mean, you Matthew, you do Latin?
Yeah, I did Latin, yes. Yeah.
How were you taught it? Because, I mean, my uncle always sort of said, it was like amo, amas, amat, and all that. They did this.
So we did the Cambridge Latin course, so like Caecilius Destin Horta and that kind of thing. So you start with simple sentences and then you build up as you go through the books. And then I took it for GCSE as well. So.
Good subject, but I liked it.
Yeah, fun. Lots of poetry and structural analysis as well.
Yeah, just even the history as well. I liked it all. It was a good subject to learn. I wish I'd kind of done the same with Greek. I had the option, and then I chose Spanish, which I kind of learned myself over a summer. Anyway, I wish I'd done the Greek, which I would have needed to be taught. Spanish is kind of easy. All right, good. 7 points.
Well, I believe the Cambridge Latin course is available online now. I think my son mentioned it because he's trained to be a classics teacher at the moment.
Oh, I think that ship has sailed for me, Fiona. Too long in the tooth now to be learning me Latin again, I think. But I did enjoy it as a subject now, I have to say. I think more schools should offer it. It's seen as a very old-fashioned grammar school kind type thing, isn't it? But it's very useful,
I think quite a lot of the comprehensives offer it now as well.
Are they? Right, okay. No, you wouldn't get it here, you see, unless it was a grammar school, I suppose. Yeah.
I went to a grammar, so...
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
Show-offs.
Show-offs, yeah, exactly, yeah. So, round 2, Matthew, your letters.
3 consonants and 3 vowels, please.
LSG, which is a derivative of the more commonly known... No, it's not. I, A, and E.
And a consonant.
B.
And a vowel.
O.
And a final consonant, please.
And a final. N. And let's zoom down. happened there. It started at the start. We'll just put you back to the middle. Okay, sorry about that. I don't know what happened there. Okay, so Matthew.
8.
Okay, Bradley.
8 as well.
Yours, please, Matthew.
Begonias.
Begonias, yes. Bradley.
Gasoline.
Gasoline. Give it some gas. Good 8s, Bradley or George.
Yeah, 2 good 8s in there. A few more singable and signable, and also Bally Song, which in the Philippines is a folding pocket knife with a handle consisting of 2 parts which divide and pivot round to enclose the blade. Typically, of course, used as a weapon.
Yeah, I can imagine it's not decorative, that is it? So singable. Something is singable. It's got a melody. Everything's pretty much singable, I suppose, isn't it? All right, good 8. 15 all. As we head into the first numbers, which is Bradley.
Let's go 6 more, please.
Okay, good. True to form. 7, 2, and 9. 9, 6, and 3. And your target 4, 0, 5. Bradley, 405.
Yeah, got that one.
Matthew?
Just 406.
Okay, Bradley, take it away.
3 add 2 is 5.
3 plus 2, okay, 5, yeah.
And times the 2 9s.
And times 9, and times 9 for 405. Very well played. Well, set up for the 9s really in that round, the 3 and the 6, and the 2 9s, and the 2 and the 7, so it was quite easy to get a 9 in that round, isn't it? It's just spotting that it was a 45 times 9. So, anything interesting in that one, George?
No, most of the chat have done the same.
I got 810 over 2, but it's the same thing, really.
Yeah.
Cool. So Bradley sneaks into the lead, 25-15. And it's going to be round 4. Matthew, your letters, please.
3 consonants and 3 vowels, please.
Okay, D, T, and F. U, E, and A.
And a consonant, please.
S.
And another consonant, please.
L.
And the final consonant, please.
6 consonants, and the final one is a G. Matthew.
8.
Okay. Bradley.
8 as well.
Yours, please, Matthew.
Defaults.
Defaults, yes.
Same word.
Okay. Both defaulted to that one. George?
Yeah.
Any others?
Defaults in the plural sense are pre-selected options adopted by a computer program or other mechanism where no alternative is specified by the user or program.
Okay. And no sulfated or anything. You can't have that. That's just you can have sulfate, but with a just sulfate, isn't it?
I'm fairly sure you can. Indeed, you can.
But it's just an adjective, or you can't have, or it's just a noun, is it? I don't even know.
Yeah, it's just a noun.
It's just a noun, so you can't put anything on it. All right, good. Good.
Well, apart from an S.
Good 8 from those 6 consonants. 33 to 23. And round 5 is Bradley.
3 vowels, please.
E, E, and I.
And the consonants.
N, T, and P.
Consonant again, please.
Another N.
Consonant.
R.
And a consonant.
And final Z. Bradley.
8.
Okay, Matthew.
I'll stick with 6 then.
Okay, which is?
Pinner.
Pinner. Yes, Bradley.
Can you have pinneret?
So pinner with an ET on the end of it.
Yeah.
I've had a spinneret, but is there?
Yeah, so you can have spinneret, and you can also have kinneret, but sadly, Bradley, you can have no pinneret.
That's fine.
Yeah, I don't think those other options helped him really at all there, George. But
No.
what could one have had?
I had 7, but I thought I'd seen it somewhere.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, you have to trust what you see, I suppose.
Yeah, pinner is fine as well. Pinner was what I had for 6, but there were some 7s in there. Hopefully Bradley's was one of them. And print, netizen, nitrine, pennite, pentine, and terrene.
Not easy, any of them really, are they?
No, they're not.
No, not easy to commit to memory. Which did you have one of those, Bradley?
Netizen.
Netizen, all right. No, we don't have to show us. We believe you. We believe you. We're not giving you any points anyway. 0 points on offer, but just for your own state of mind. See, I don't know which one I'd play. I would play in there, George. Maybe pennite, maybe. Which is what's that? Something to do with flags or something? I think Susie's talked about that one before.
Pennite is, well, it ends in ite, so you can probably guess what it is.
It's a mineral.
It's a mineral.
Named after Sean Penn. Okay. Walking with
from the German pennet.
Okay, pennet.
Which is in the name of Pennsylvania, where the mineral was first found.
And terrene is something to do with wings. Winged.
Terrene, I will have a look for you. No, it's another chemical term.
Is it? Huh.
It is. A substitute derivative of pteridine.
Oh, interesting. Okay, just usually that suffix means something to do with wings. All right, so Matthew takes it with a 6. 33-29. And it's numbers time, Matthew. Yours.
Let's go 3 large.
Go on. Maverick's choice. And your 3 smalls are 1, 7, and 10. And your 3 large, 100, 50, and 25. Your target is pretty big. 9, 9, 7. Matthew.
Yes, 997.
Okay, Bradley.
Yeah, 997.
Okay, go for it, Matthew.
100 minus 1 is 99.
Yes.
Multiply by 10 and add the 7.
99 red balloons. 990 plus 7. Very good. Bradley.
100 times 10
Mm-hmm.
minus 50 over 25 and the 1.
Minus 50 over 25. And minus 1. 997. Very straightforward. Those three largest can be a little tricky, Matthew, can't they? Really? You know,
Yeah.
you never know what you're going to get with them. So,
Like a box of chocolates, aren't they?
they are, yeah. Forrest Gump selection. So, 40,
Yeah, majority of the chat were either one or the other there.
43.39. Yeah, that's right, isn't it?
That's what I thought.
So, any crack with the chat?
Let us have a look.
Were they glued to the snooker?
A bit of chat about Pentine and other words like that.
Mm-hmm.
We come up on the show previously. Countdown, I mean, not actual zoom down.
Yeah.
Actual zoom
No,
down.
actually, just you know the kind of pretend one that they have on TV? Yeah, that one. Yeah, not the zoomed out.
Ugh.
Yeah, they spend too much on production on the show, don't
Yeah.
they?
Sometime, George. Someday maybe they'll say that, but not yet. No. So anyway, Matthew, we kind of you played last series. Remind us who you played last series.
I played a certain Rob Foster.
You did, yeah. And I remember thinking, who did we give him? It was someone really hard. And you were a bit rusty, George. George, but you weren't so rusty. I would say Matthew was maybe more rusty at the time, weren't you? You hadn't played much.
Yeah, I was a little bit rusty, and then Rob got some great words like
You don't want to be rusty against Rob, really, don't you? To give yourself any chance, you don't.
You're hoping for common words to come up.
Yeah, I'm picking 6 consonants as often as you can, probably as well, to try and flatten them. Yeah. So, but you've had a bit of practice in the meantime. I see your form has definitely improved.
Yeah, it feels good to learn the new words that kind of put me off all those years ago. And the fact is, suddenly the dictionary went really big, and
It's
now
huge, isn't it? Yeah.
And it's like, oh, I got that cool new word down finally. Got it in the chat. Now got it in the game. That's quite a fun process. I enjoy that.
Yeah, it's been interesting, but it's have you watched much? Do you watch much of ZoomDown? You can be honest now if you don't.
I watched some episodes, depends who's on, to be honest.
Right, so you prefer watching the sort of the really, really good players, the sort of the top echelon of players?
Yeah, and those I know as well. Like
And those players. You're not mentioning any names there going, what? I'm not in the top echelon, am I not? Just because I'm your mate.
Don't want to be too committal.
No, of course, not at all. But did we get any response, George, as to whether people think that ZoomDown has improved their game? Because I mean, if you look at something like the snooker, I mean, does anyone not think that if you go back a year, Ronnie O'Sullivan seemed streets ahead of everyone else. Now he doesn't so much. I'm not saying just because he got knocked out, but the fact that maybe in 2020 people had nothing else to do but. Snooker players were just going to practice and play their snooker, and I mean, we've noticed it in the community, haven't we? There's been a sort of across the board improvement.
Mm.
But
it's too far up the chat for me to scroll back up now. It won't let me, but I think Alan said and a few others said that it had helped to improve the game, and I think it has done as well.
Yeah, I'm starting to. Yeah, my game's improved a lot. I mean, you get to my age, your game kind of goes up a bit, and then it'll dive back down for a little while or something, but it seems to be quite good at the moment. But Yeah, lots of words that come up that you're going, yeah, we had that on the show. That was, that was Matthew Brockwell had that word, for example. That and you do time these kind of things. They're much easier to commit to memory than playing a sort of random game on Apto that you don't really remember too well, I think.
Yeah, I find actually the thing that helps on Apto is to go back over your games once they're done. That's the big thing that helps. And so, like on ZoomDown, you get all the maxes, which is kind of like going over your game, going, yeah, I could have had that or that. So that's kind of helpful.
And you can pick the one you could kind of go. I mean, it depends on your level. You could kind of go, well, I'm going to ignore all those ones with the weird prefix, and then I'll pick that 7 because that's the 7 that I would normally. That's the only one I have a chance of getting, kind of thing,
Or I pick the one that you can add an S to because the other ones you can't, and so.
Yeah. That's more higher level strategy. See, you're a top player. You see that's top players thinking. Really is, which one can I use to my advantage rather than which word am I going to get? But I think even with the numbers, I mean, Jack Hurst used to slag us, George, for why do you do so many alternative numbers things? But I mean, I think it gives people a sort of masterclass and maybe in how to go about the numbers, right? Maybe for some for some of the newer players, especially maybe.
Exactly.
Do you not think so, Bradley? What do you think? You're a numbers fan.
Yeah, I think the other variants kind of give you an idea of how doing different things, and I think I've kind of said that I feel like the hyper numbers, like once you get used to it, I find it actually a little bit easier because you got more numbers, and as long as you can do the multiplying up and coping with the bigger numbers, then you tend to be okay with it.
I think as well. I think sort of temperament helps an awful lot as well. I mean, when any the advice that I give to anyone going on to the show is to just take a few seconds with the numbers, because you're going to, you might have had a bad night's sleep, or you might be whatever hungover or whatever. To get to sleep the night before, you might have had 4 or 5 pints to try and get some sleep in the Holiday Inn. So, but to take that few extra seconds in your numbers and to sort of figure out which way you're going to go for it, rather than just go, oh, this is too hard, panic. And having those extra sort of tools of different ways to get there. And some, sometimes since LNFP has been a thing, the amount of times I've noticed on Apto that it's the easier way to solve it half the time is the LNAFP. You wouldn't always look for it. You think use your 75 or use your big numbers, but do you not notice that, Bradley?
It can certainly help in sometimes where you find you actually have to add the large number at the end or something.
Yeah, but even sometimes just ignore the big numbers altogether and just get your 63 or whatever you need from from that 9 and 7. Sometimes it can be harder to get that 63 using your larges or whatever.
Yeah, especially for smaller targets. Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, if it's easy, it gives you something else to do as well, so you keep your mind ticking over.
Yeah. And not being sort of scared of them as well. I mean, I used to, as I said in the last episode, I used to be scared of 4 larges, and I remember Fiona picking 4 large against me when I first joined Apto, and I was like, I just panicked. Hadn't a clue. It was like, oh god, this is a 4 large. I'm beat already, so. But that's Fiona. Fiona's hard to play anyway. Are you listening, Fiona? You are?
Yes, half listening.
I know you had a hard day hoovering and all that. I know it was a lot of hoovering you were doing. 10-year dust
a lot of
and all
hoovering,
that. Right, okay, well, I suppose we'll crack on. Right, so what are we? Round 7, and we are a 4-point game. Looking good, Bradley, or George, for another double century, maybe this one.
Mm-hmm.
So, round 7 is Bradley. Your letters, please.
You know the drill?
Read
vowels, please.
It's still anathema to start with vowels for me, but anyway. It's your choice. A, I, and E. R, S, and N.
Big money. Consonants.
Nice letters. T, another one.
Ooh. And a consonant.
M.
I'll go for a consonant.
Oh, you go for another consonant? Okay.
Yeah.
And the final P. Okay, so Bradley.
9.
Okay, Matthew.
9.
Okay, yours, please, Bradley.
Spearmint.
Spearmint as well. It's like a Wrigley's ad here, isn't it, George?
Indeed, and very good holding up to the camera as well from Matthew.
Thank you.
I was on a couple of falsies to start before I got Spearmint on about 25 seconds, but I was on parentism and misparent.
I was hoping you were writing a B because that's a bit harder. Brainstem.
Oh, that is harder.
Oh,
I wouldn't have got that one.
Tribesman.
Yeah, all right.
I did have a look up all of the possible stems from that round.
George, you're very thorough. You're very thorough.
Oh.
Like
I thought consonant was a better tactical pick, but I had to decide between doing that and enraging the whole chat.
then a nice,
If you go for a vowel, you had
Yeah.
I know it's not like the same chance of getting each of the vowels out, but you had 4 of the 5 vowels would have given you a 9.
Which one doesn't?
I.
Right.
And 10 of the 21 consonants.
10. Wow. Okay, so those were very,
well.
very nice letters then. Those first 8 were very nice letters. Those are the ones you want.
We really had more chance of getting a 9 there than not.
Wow. Okay, you still have to spot it. It's not an easy spot, Spearmint, now, so it takes a... Well done, anyone who got 8s and all that. I'm sure there was plenty of 8s in there.
I think it was the first stem I learnt with painters, so I don't often miss them. Do occasionally.
Yeah, I've done painters.
Yeah, painters for me as well. That's how I learn it.
I never learned any. It's just through sort of osmosis and ZoomDown, I suppose.
Yeah.
And the odd time maybe checking for conundrums. Maybe that's the only time I would have been learning stems. Would have been, well, how do I get to that conundrum? So well done, guys. 18 points. And you can't misparent. I thought you should. I do it all the time, but 61.57. I missed a max. Was it this morning, George, I was talking to you, where it was parentum, wasn't it? I missed another. I missed round 13 as well. Yeah, but parentum was the conundrum. I didn't get it. Oh well. So, round 8. Matthew.
3 consonants and 3 vowels, please.
Okay. M, and J.
Oh, God.
U, O, and E. Not so nice.
Consonant, please.
B.
Another consonant.
R.
And maybe another consonant.
Another consonant. Yeah, I would go consonant as well. And a final. And a final R. Matthew.
6.
Okay, Bradley.
6 as well.
Yours, Matthew.
Bummer.
Bradley.
2 bummers.
Bama, mate. Yeah, Bama. That's a real Aussie word as well. Bama. Not the nicest selection, George.
Yeah, this will separate those with the dirty minds with those who don't, because a bummer is either a disappointing or unpleasant situation, or in North American, a loafer or a vagrant.
Okay.
And there are a couple of other ones in there with obdure, meaning to bind by or charge under oath, and rummer, which is a large drinking glass.
A rummer. Okay.
A rummer.
Nice. I like that. So you can have a whiner maybe, and a rummer, and an ailer. A rummer. Okay, well done. 6s from that was well done.
Needless to say, what the vast majority of the chat went with.
Agent name, yeah.
If you have the opportunity, you have to go for it.
The agent name that doesn't sound like it. You think it means George, but yes. Okay. So 9. Round 9 is Bradley's numbers.
I'll have 6 more again, Paul.
6 pox. What you want? 6 smallpox. 6 smallpox. Okay. 5, 4, and 1. 9, 8, and 7. Nice spread. And your target? 2, 4, 2. So, 2, 4, 2, Bradley.
Yeah, 2, 4, 2.
Matthew?
2, 4, 2 as well.
Okay, yours way, please, Bradley.
So I did 5 times 4.
20.
Add 7.
27.
Times that by 9.
Times it by 9 is 2, 4, 3.
And then take 1.
Big one, very neat. Very nice. Matthew?
8 times 9
72.
plus 7,
79.
4 minus 1,
Minus 1 is 3.
multiply,
2, 3, 7.
and add the 5.
Very good. Very good. Not obvious solutions. Well played. 80s Carol had a way, George, which was probably the neatest, you would think.
Yeah, she went 22 times 11.
Yeah. So 8 plus 5 plus 9 for the 22, and then 7 plus 4 for the 11. But not the easiest, so good solve, lads. Well done. Which way did the chat go? They all went that way? Or
A variety of ways in there.
probably a few other ways as well, are there?
Yeah.
Well, very interesting. Good. I like six small. Six small is very satisfying when you get them right. It's proper maths. It's, it's breaking it down into its base kind of sums or something. I like that. 77, 73. It's like foundation maths or something for countdown. I think everyone should sort of learn their six smalls. It's good. It's good sort of proper arithmetic, I think. Old-fashioned arithmetic like your uncle would mention. Before all these calculators and all that kind of stuff came along.
Before the invention of the large number.
Yeah, pussies. Yeah. Okay, so round 10. Matthew, your letters.
3 consonants and 3 vowels, please.
Okay. T, G, and S. A, I, and U.
The consonant,
W,
and vowel,
E,
and the final consonant, please.
final N, and that's ZoomDown. Matthew.
8,
8, and Bradley.
8 as well.
Yours, Matthew.
sweating,
Sweating, yes. Bradley.
I'm doing that too.
They both went for the sweating, George. We both went for the other easier one, anyway, not the hard one.
Is it the easier one or is it?
Well, you'll mention them and then we'll see.
Yeah. Well, there were 2 other 8s in there. One of them was sauteing, and an anagram of that.
That's up there with bruleeing, I think. I think that's hard.
And an anagram of that unitages, an amount regarded or expressed in terms of units.
Yeah, that'd be one of my most common plays, unitages. It's a weird word, but I suppose once you see it in the Apto chat, you kind of go, all right, yeah, But a useful N, that last letter, was looking a bit ropey before that, wasn't it?
yeah,
Just a
yeah.
bit.
Not sure what you could have had.
R for guitars.
R for guitars, yeah. I never failed to spot that now, Fiona, after missing it, I think, against you one time, I think. So, 8. I think you rubbed it in going, you are a guitarist, how did you miss guitars? And
I don't think I put it quite like that.
that was, yeah, it was way worse.
I think you weren't having your best game. It has to be fair. And I was so pleased when guitars came up because I thought Paul will see that and he'll sort of feel better about his game, and you missed it. Yeah.
No, I didn't. I think I was cursing up to it, like, these bloody buttons, I don't know how to work it, I just don't know. Yeah, I'm sure everyone kind of goes through that baptism of fire, don't they? So, right, round 11 is Bradley.
3 vowels, please.
3 vowels. George starts with a consonant. That's okay. I would do the same, George. O, E, and A.
What do you like?
Well, here, come on. What are you like with the CV7s? You're always like you don't like the CV7s either.
Just mix it up.
T, S, and Y.
Consonant, please.
C.
Consonant, please.
Another T.
And a final consonant.
Another 6 consonants. And a final G. Bradley.
8.
8, Matthew.
8.
Yours, please, Bradley.
Cottages.
Cottages.
Size cottages.
Was a useful G, that last one, wasn't it? Mm-hmm.
Funnily enough, I was thinking, hey, if G comes up, that's great.
Yeah, same for me as well.
It's like, yeah, it's like go down. So, George, but you could have used the Y as well.
The
Interesting.
Y, and as Graham Cole always says, you can just stick a Y in just about any word nowadays. You have cottagey. Turn 8 in there.
Something different from them, is it now? No.
Is cottagery in as well?
I will find out. Cottagery.
Cottagery, is there? Oh, for a 10.
Yes, cottagery is in.
Oh,
A 9.
All right, a 9.
The S was an R.
Cottagery. Okay, very good. Very, very good indeed. Good 8. Lots of Doranic words here tonight, George.
Mm-hmm.
That's with the 6 consonants to help that, I suppose, don't they? So,
Well, that
wasn't a Darren, but
I say we've only had 2 Darrens in the game.
Yeah. Very close. 93 to 89. Is that right, Fiona?
Yep.
You got that?
Yep.
Cool. And it's Matthew, final letters.
3 consonants and 3 vowels, please.
Okay. T-H-D. A. E. And A.
Consonant, please.
D.
Vowel.
Another. Oh wait, sorry. A U.
And a final vowel, please.
And a final E. Matthew.
Stick with 6.
Okay, Bradley.
7.
Okay, Matthew, you're 6.
Heated.
And you're 7, Bradley.
T-head.
T-head. I've never been called that.
And it's a good thing you haven't.
Right, is it okay? Right.
It doesn't mean quite what you think it means. A
not that.
T-head, US informal term, dated now, but a habitual user of cannabis.
Okay.
I knew that, of course.
Surprising then. Really
I assumed
surprised.
it was someone who liked a lot of tea.
So did I.
Like the leaves, Fiona. They like the leaves. Yeah.
But we'll redefine it.
T-head. Well, where does that come from, George? I suppose. What's the etymology of that? Why does it give you
There
any...
isn't one, which is a shame.
American? Yeah, we don't worry about that. Yeah. Okay. Etymologies for Europeans. Okay, so well
And
done,
that
Bradley.
was the only 7, as we were talking about Darren's in the last round.
I was thinking. In my head, all I could think of was dead heat.
Yeah.
Did you have a dead heat? 2 words, but.
Yeah, good spot, Bradley.
Well done.
Huh?
Takes you over 100. Well, it takes you to 100. So 11 in it. As we go into the final letters round, Bradley, that's yours.
3 vowels, please.
E, O, and I. P, D, and W.
Consonant, please.
R.
And a vowel.
Another I.
And final vowel.
And a final O. Bradley.
7.
Okay, Matthew.
7.
Yours, please, Bradley.
Woodier.
Woodier, yes.
So Lydia.
Woodier, yes. More like Woody.
Yeah, nothing more. Nothing
Sorry.
more about that. I shan't scroll down the page.
Okay, right, maybe not, yeah. We are an adult show, but we pretend to be a family show, I suppose, so we shouldn't. More like Woody from Toy Story, isn't that it? Really? I suppose that's all it would be. Woodier. I'm the only one, George. The only 7.
The only 7 again.
Oh. Okay, well. Write them up. So, 107 to 96. $11 points behind, Matthew. Gonna have to do something about that now. Final numbers.
Let's go 3 large again.
3 large. Let's see if we get a harder one this time. Right. Okay. A tricky 3 large, please, Cecil. 6, 3, and 2. Or whatever Apto Cecil is called. 25, 75, and 50. And your target. 2, 1, 2. So, 2, 1, 2, Matthew.
Yeah, 2, 1, 2.
Bradley.
2, 1, 2.
Okay, Matthew, go first.
75 times 3.
Is 225.
Take away 25.
200.
And 2 times 6 is 12 further.
6. Bradley?
I did 75, add 25, add 6.
106.
Times 2.
And times 2. Well done, and that gets you across the line. Not the tricky one you were hoping for, Matthew, but rely on them, isn't it?
2, 1, 2 would have been easy with 4 large, so probably would have needed 6 small and a lot of luck.
Yeah, wouldn't matter what the selection was really there. So yeah, well done, Bradley. Well done. But we have a double century. So that's 5 double centuries in a row. Wow. 117 to 106.
That's like a snooker record for most centuries in a row. Must be a ZoomDown.
Yeah, exactly. That's it. Roll over. I wonder is Selby taking that shot yet as well? We'll find out after. Find out after ZoomDown, I guess. So I will turn off and we will write the conundrum on the board, and you'll be playing for that. Pop the black ball, as they say. So continue the snooker references ad nauseum tonight.
Good luck, Matthew.
Yeah, good luck, Bradley.
Now, middle one. Yes.
The middle one.
The third one on the list.
Yeah.
Okay, the third one.
There were
yeah,
4.
Okay, I was going to say.
Yeah, because there are 4, because
Okay.
we've had all the permutations on tonight.
Sorry, yes.
It's in the middle. Okay, so you're both ready. Best of luck as we reveal today's ZoomDown conundrum.
Pass.
Matthew.
Reformist.
It's not. Rest of the time to Bradley.
Buzz?
Bradley.
Is it Firestorm?
It's Firestorm. Well done. Well played. Very well played indeed.
Yeah, well done.
I was convinced it was Reformist.
Yeah, me too.
I saw your face change and got it shortly after, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Firestorm. So Firestorm. We've had the storm, no fire tonight outside, but it's very stormy still. So there's a bit of wind coming your way tomorrow, lads. I thought it was over, but it's not. So cracking games tonight. Very well done. Very well done, Bradley. That's 127. And that's a bit of revenge for Matthew doing you over last night. That's it. Always good to get a bit of revenge at this game at the earliest opportunity, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess, yeah. I'm pleasantly surprised by tonight.
Was that 14 maxes for Bradley as well? That was a great game.
28 maxes tonight, Bradley, eh?
Yeah, on fire.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad at all. That hard to live with.
Yeah, I'm pretty surprised because I've not played that much Countdown lately. Like I've probably just been doing the duel most days, but
And you've been working a lot of ZoomDown. You see, there you go. Back to my earlier.
yeah. I mean, it definitely keeps your brain going.
It keeps you going, doesn't it? And you've been a lot of these 6 smalls coming up as well. So good numbers practice. But George, how did the chat get on with that tonight? They enjoy those?
Yeah, I presume so. I have just closed it by mistake, the chat. I think, it's the end of the night. Oh, we're done now. Oh, yeah.
We're done. Yeah. Fiona, how are they? You still see them?
Yeah, no, I mean, they enjoyed the games and very well done, Bradley. Hard luck, Matthew. So.
It's just George having a tantrum because he can't watch United in peace on Thursday.
I think we'll be through anyway.
I've got a feeling you might be.
Right, well, that was really good tonight. Very much enjoyed that. So, Bradley, we'll see who you play on Thursday then. Wow. So, yeah, once again, commiserations to the 2 players who had hoped to get on, but Bradley didn't. It's on Bradley's conscience now tonight, I suppose. You can blame Bradley. So, but yeah, as I said, you guys will get a chance very, very soon. So don't be too disheartened. I know one of you. That's twice now. It's happened. So it's a little. We hope it doesn't happen a third time. We'll try and fix it, Fiona. Maybe the next time that it doesn't happen like that. So, not fix the game, but fix it that they're not waiting. They're not waiting on a decision that maybe it's more certain. So, right, well, I think we'll leave it there. Say thanks to everyone tonight. Thanks to TCAP earlier. Thank you to Matthew as well. Hope you enjoyed it, Matthew.
Yeah, enjoyed it. Yeah, good games tonight, both of them. Yeah.
Very, very good games. Good to
Bradley looking good for Tetrachampdom.
Exactly, yeah. Good to see you again. Good to see you back in form as well.
Yeah.
That was the whole thing, right? Form, it was that was the.
It's one of those words where if Bradley had buzzer reform, it started being like what, and then got it. So,
yeah.
So yeah, it's a bit of a trap there.
All right, well, we'll leave it there, and we'll say thank you very much to everyone. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, give us a like if you enjoyed it, and we'll see you on Thursday for more ZoomDown. Good night to you.
Good night.
Good night, guys.